Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and a fascinating idea by Monkey Apprentice, who says they've been watching with their dad, and also actually have now started working through all the apps together, and they're learning loads about Sudoku. Monkey Apprentice has now set us a puzzle, and we're going to have a go at it because it's an interesting idea. We've got a couple of snakes to deal with in this puzzle. They're not too naughty, but we're going to see if we can find them, and I'll look at the rules in a moment. But first of all, on Patreon now, we have Simon's attempt at a Fistamafel puzzle that has appeared recently. It's a very hard puzzle, partly because it's, as always, Fistamafel and very hard, and partly because it takes the skyscraper rule and does something more with it. It is bonkers in my view, but I'm biased, but there we go. Simon is doing that, and it's on Patreon, so you have to join us on Patreon to watch that. But it is going to be well worth doing that. We have a new hunt on the 1st of June coming up, and we recommend that you join us now. That's on Patreon. Our apps, as recommended by Monkey Apprentice and their dad, of course, all on the links below the video. Sven's Sudoku Pad and our merch, all there also. And this puzzle and its rule set. And I will tell you what the rules are. They are as follows. Normal Sudoku rules apply, so we'll try and put 1 to 9 in every row, column, box. We have got 5 given digits for once. Excitement. Now, we have to create 2 non-overlapping and non-crossing snakes connecting the coloured cells. So one snake connects the 2 purple cells. They are the head and tail of a snake. The other one has the green head and tail. The snakes move horizontally or vertically, not diagonally. And they may not touch themselves even diagonally, but they may touch each other. Now, a snake touching itself diagonally makes a path that looks something like this. There you see how it touched itself diagonally in the middle. So that's not allowed. But they may touch each other. They're very friendly snakes. Now, here we go. One snake contains either all high digits, 6, 7, 8, 9, or all low digits, 1, 2, 3, 4. Meaning it's either the constituent digits of the snake are all either 6, 7, 8, 9, or 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't mean it connects all of the ones in the grid. And the other snake is all odd or all even. Okay. No snake may enter a cell with a grey circle, and a digit in a grey circle is odd. Digits separated by an X sum to 10, digits separated by a V sum to 5, digits separated by a white dot are consecutive, digits separated by a black dot have a 2 to 1 ratio. I suspect Monkey Apprentice and his dad, who may be the organ grinder after all, have been working through Domino Sudoku, where all of those rules apply. Oh, we've also got the diagonal marked. So digits cannot repeat on this marked diagonal. So that's a set of 1 to 9. Right, those are the rules. Find the snakes, give it a try, start the clock. Let's get cracking. And how do we get cracking? Okay, we've got a V looking at a 2. So that's got to be a 1-4 pair. This one, it's not quite so obvious because it could be a 3-2 pair in one particular order. This digit on the black dot from a 1-4 is 2 or 8. I am confident in that assertion. And we've got all these 7s marked. So, there's a 7 on this white dot. So it's made up of either 6, 7 or 7, 8. You can see where 7 must go in this box, forces it onto the white dot. Now the snakes. Green has to get past... Oh, there's a rule, sorry. There's a rule saying the snake can't enter a cell with a circle. So obviously green has to get past purple and it has to go that way. Oops, is that... That's not the best green. That's probably the better green to choose. Now, if this green is all odd or all even, it can't go through the white dot, because the white dot must contain one odd and one even. However, if it was all, well, it couldn't be all high and go through the white dot, but it could be all low and go through the white dot. The reason it couldn't be all high and go through the white dot is those digits would have to be 6, 7, 8, 9, and that would clash with this. So I almost proved that the green has to turn there, but I didn't quite, because it could be 1, 2, 3, 4. Now purple. Purple can't go through, oh, but purple could go straight that way if it was all high, couldn't it? It's allowed to go through a white dot, a snake. It only has certain restrictions. Okay. This is an X on a circle. So they're both odd. X is always made up, a 10 sum is made up either of 2 odd or 2 even digits. Right, we actually know that's a 1-9 pair because they see a 7, but that's odd, so that's odd. Now, purple, we have restrictions here. Purple cannot be all even because that is 1 or 9, and purple cannot be all low because that is 6, 7 or 8. Oh, this is getting weird. So purple is either all high, in which case that's a 9, or it's all odd, in which case that's a 7. You tell me a way to pencil mark that, and I will do it, but it's rather hard. This X pair, again, they're both the same parity. They can't now be odd because 1, 9 are gone and 7 is gone because of that. So they're even. Now, in a regular puzzle, I might start colouring low digits or high digits or even digits or odd digits, but that's going to get really messed up. If I started colouring all of those things, I'd have cells shaded in all sorts of colours, and I don't want to go there. I'm going to put that off as long as I can. But I do need to make some progress. Oh, this purple cell, sorry, the purple snake can't go through the grey cell. So it goes there. Now, it can go here. Purple is either all odd or all high. If it's all odd, it can't go through the white dot. But there's going to be a high digit used up here. So if it's all high, if purple is all high, oh no, I was going to say it has to get out the box quickly, having only used 3 digits. But that's not necessarily true because it could pick up a 4th on the X and go that way. That's complicated. Okay, maybe I can take the principle back to box 1 and say something like, yes, maybe I can. We don't know anything about green, do we? Just because we know that purple is all high or all odd. I suppose we know that 2 and 4 aren't on purple. Doesn't help. But I don't think it means we know anything about green, because green is from the other category, but we don't know what the categories are and we don't know what limits green. So, okay, so I need to think about green, but I'm now going to think about it through the prism of green doesn't go through these cells. I think whatever green is, you can only have 5 cells in any one box, and that actually only happens if it's odd. And there's an odd digit here, and there's an odd digit here. That means if green was odd, these 3, I don't think green can be odd. That's so strange. 7 would be there, 1 digit would be there. These would be the other 3 odd digits in the box. That would be even, and that would be even, and green would be stuck. Right, green is not all odd. Therefore, there are only 4 green digits in this box. If green is even, one of those is there, and then green can't get out of the box because it would need to turn here. It can't go straight through there because of that white dot needing an odd on it. Right, I think I've just proved that green is not odd and green is not even. Therefore, green is all either high or low. Well, it's not all high because, again, we've used 2 of the higher digits here. So green is all low. We've done it. We've done it for green. Green is all low. But does it turn there and then leave the box? Or does it go straight through? I don't know. If it goes straight through, then it has to turn out of column 1 at that point and hit that cell. If it gets to that cell in the box, then it has to turn out of the box there and hit that cell. So that cell's always on the path. And either this is or this is. Anyway, green is all low. So purple is a parity snake and it's odd because of this cell. So purple is odd and that digit is a 7 and that is our first full digit in the puzzle. And, right, this is even now. And it's not allowed to go through the circle. So purple is going to have to come out this way. And it's all odd. And that's 3 odd cells. That's 1. There's only 1 odd. Oh, and this is now purple, so it can't be green. So green has to hug purple, but it can't actually cross or overlap it. So green does go this way. This cell sees a 1, 4 pair and a 2, and it's low. That makes it a 3. I was going to come to a conclusion there was only 1 odd digit in those 3, but that wasn't necessary, and it is true. Now, right, we're only allowed, obviously, 4 cells of green in this box. If we didn't take green into this cell, this would be the 3rd cell. Okay, this would be a 2 and we'd be stuck. We have to go into that cell with green. We could go down into that, so I'm not extending it. In fact, yes, we've used all the odd cells in row 4, so we do have to go down. Then we have to get out of the box because we've done 4 cells in the box. And we've nearly connected up the green snake already, and I've accidentally added a flash of blue. Right, this is 1, 3, or 4. That's all the low cells in box 5. And therefore, I think we have to come down here, otherwise, well, we'd just fail. It would stop here if we didn't come to here. So we've connected up the green snake. We've finished it. Well, we haven't got all its digits in place, but we've finished it. That's so strange. Right, purple. Okay, now I am going to dare to mark even digits in blue, because they are blocking purple. Just the green snake is also blocking purple. Oh, of course, the grey circles, well, they're not odd, but they're also blocking purple. But now these blue evens are blocking purple as well. Purple has to get down to here. Could still come through here, though, so... We've had a 1. These cells are the remaining 3, 5, 9 odd cells. That's 6 or 8. I might as well colour that. Purple must come out here. And this is not 5 or 7. It's 1, 3, or 9. Now, with the white dot, Oh, look, it can't be 1 or 3. I knew it couldn't be 1. It can't be 3 either, because this cell can't be 2 or 4. So that's a 9. That's an 8. We colour that because it's even. I'm not going to say where purple goes next until I've thought about it. A rare departure for me. Oh, and purple can't go through this cell either. Oh, that's odd. And we've got 3, 5, 9, 7 in the row. That's a 1. Oh, that makes this a 9 in the corner. Well, 9 near the corner, 1 in the corner. That's on the diagonal, so that can't be a 1. There's got to be a 1 in one of those cells, and it can't be here because that would be a 2, and that's impossible. So we've, by sudoku almost, we place a 1 in box 6, and that's not a 1. Now, where does purple go? Does it... You see, it's got to... Right, I was wondering what happens if purple goes north there and then comes down through one of these gates somehow. You know, it could go up there. I don't, you know, but I do know, because how could purple, these 3 cells, they're all even. There we go. Because we've got all the 5 odds in this row. So now, not only are those hedges blocking purple from coming from the north side, but that is a block as well, because it's not allowed to go through a circled cell. So purple has to come down through box 5. These cells definitely include 1 and 3. So these are 5, 7 and 9. We can place 7 amongst those. This is not odd because all the odds are used up. It is in fact 6, funnily enough. We do know what it is. That's 5 or 7. This is where purple has to go to get out of box 5. Probably comes through here, but we haven't established that. This is definitely purple, 3, 5 or 7. So that's definitely even and is a block. So that's purple. Purple can't go through the circle. I think I posited a path earlier like that, because I just somehow can't internalize that the circles are blocks. But we very nearly completed the path, and I would think it has to go through that, because if it did go through that, there's nothing to stop it being redrawn. But we're not using uniqueness, because we want to prove the puzzle has only one solution. That's why we don't use uniqueness. Okay, I think I've done enough purple to get rid of the blue colouring. We're just going to leave the snakes. We've got 1 more snake cell to find. It's going to be there, but we haven't found that yet. We've got 3, 5, 7 triple in the box as well. So these are both even. Now the diagonal, that can't be 6 or 8. So the 2, 4 pair are there and there. That is not allowed to be 7 on the diagonal, so that's a 3, 5 pair on the diagonal. We get a 9 in the centre. Now we get some sudoku to do. This is a 6, 7, 9 triple. Have we had all the evens in this column? No, but it can't be... Oh look, I've got a 7 looking at that cell. That makes it easy. Now that's a 6, 7, 9 triple, so this isn't 7, it's 3. And we get all sorts of digits placed there. Now I've suddenly got a 2, 4 pair in this box to go with a 6, 8 pair. That can't be 6, that can't be 7. 2 is placed in box 6. And then that's 4, 8, 4. Now it's coming together. I mean, this is an intriguing puzzle. There were some oddities straight away, but we've kind of kicked those out of the way. This is 1 or 4 on the V. This is 1 or 4. It's now seeing a 4. And suddenly, this is all coming together. Now, the snake is completed. It can't go through 4, as we expected. So these are very loving snakes that touch each other all the way until green stops. Now, that's a 2, 8 pair. That's a 9. That's a 7. Oops, for some reason I can, as usual, not see the given digits, even though they're really black. But I can do 3, 4 here because of that 3, 5 pair. That makes that a 2, 4 in the corner. Also on the diagonal, in fact, the diagonal only needs one more digit. There we go. I can finish row 3. I can finish column 9. This digit must be known. It's a 9. 7, 8, 9 here. They're write-ins now. That's a 6, 5 pair. 6 and 8. This is nice. I mean, it was a slightly complicated idea, but not actually very complicated in the solving. I'm all for puzzles like that, I have to tell you. They are a pleasure. And it's quite an art of the puzzle constructor and an improbability in some ways, that they want to be defeated. They want to give you a challenge, but they want you to win. That is part of the point of setting puzzles, intriguingly. Now, 1 and 4 there, 3, 5, 9 at the bottom. Well, the 9s are right in. I thought the others would be, but they're not. Here we go, though. We are finishing off now, and it is a very pretty puzzle with 2 very lovely snakes finding their ways along the diagonals. That's why it's called diagonal snakes. I'd wondered at the beginning if that was a giveaway in some way, and it absolutely wasn't. They're sort of coiling around the diagonal without, in fact, the green one doesn't actually touch the central diagonal. It's just moving in a generally diagonal manner as it goes through the grid. Great fun. Thank you, Monkey Apprentice. That was entertaining. Thank you, as always, for watching the channel, and we hope to see you again tomorrow for more Sudoku madness. See you then. Bye for now.